Greetings, my beloveds. Welcome back to my channel. I am AniKa Faye, the Violet Flame Intuitive, and I'm here to deliver another Lenormand reading for the collective. This one is for the week of October 20th to the 27th, 2024. If you like what you have been hearing so far on my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please leave a comment to let me know how it resonates. And don't forget to hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified of new postings. So let's get started. My last video emphasized the importance of not allowing external stimuli to distract you from your personal goals and desires. And yet here I am with a download addressing external stimuli specifically. Why? I have no idea other than to prepare our hearts and minds for any impending shenanigans. Perhaps this video is for my followers who are paying attention to the election. This message is purely channeled and by no means reflects my personal opinions. I'm just a messenger and I am here for the collective. So here we start off with the mice, the lily, and the path. The first thing I heard was destabilization. Then I heard a dishonest decision or result. The mice versus the lily. These are opposites. The mice is about gradual erosion. The lily is about long-standing peace and harmony. An erosion of peace faces a pivotal moment here with the path, a separation or divide. This can be corruption, a deterioration of what has been built up over time. Deterioration of what? The family, long-held traditions, of an elder person, of ethics and morals. This card embodies all of those things. So we'll unpack it. This is a pivotal moment where different paths are being considered. What kinds of paths? Ideological? Political? Is this about a physical move? The erosion of harmony hits a breaking point. The combination of the mice and the lily suggests more subtle, behind-the-scenes issues, by the way. The mice represents loss, erosion, theft, or something being slowly eaten away. They can signify stress, anxiety, or small things that collectively cause major problems over time. The lily often represents peace, wisdom, maturity, or ethical matters. It can also symbolize virtue, calm, and in some cases, longevity or a peaceful state. Combined, there is an erosion of peace. Peace or stability is being slowly eroded. A slow buildup of tension that is at a crossroads. This can be corruption of ethical standards. The lily represents ethics or wisdom, and the mice could signify corruption and degradation. This combination could symbolize the loss of ethical or moral principles in the lead up to a physical breaking point, indicating the corruption of leadership, perhaps, or ethical principles. There's decay of order or maturity. The lily card, as a card of maturity and calm, could signify order, while the mice indicate its gradual breakdown. This could suggest that established order or stability is slowly being undermined, possibly through small but significant strategic or even political moves that lead to greater instability. Y'all, things are falling apart at the seams here. With the path, we see that a slow deterioration of trust and honesty comes to a head. With the Libra symbol on the path card, there's an imbalance that must be course corrected. An agitation that has been building faces a moment of truth. This is the card of the crossroads. It signifies decisions and choices. In a political context, it could represent electoral choices, decisions about policy, or pivotal moments where different political paths are being considered. Peace or perceived harmony has been disrupted. Something is chipping away at it, such that it has come to a crossroads or breaking point. A split must now occur to restore balance. Are we talking about new earth here? Are we talking about people experiencing different realities based on their belief systems? Is that what this split is spiritually? A disharmonious life path ends for those who choose to go another way. Alternatively, the erosion of an affair of a sexual nature causes a split. So I want to give you all of the possibilities here because the Lily card also represents extramarital affairs. So an erosion of an affair could be causing a split. Somebody here may resonate with that. Whatever it is, balance must be restored. At the end of the day, we can choose another reality. We don't have to accept the story that we are told externally. We can choose to align with a deteriorating, unhealthy tradition to keep the quote-unquote peace, or we can choose what is true for us, a more righteous path. So again, is this about alternate realities, the splitting of timelines, a falling out of resonance with long-standing belief systems, or a real live event, potentially divisive event that we will all witness? Let's go a little deeper and get into the 9-card spread now. Okay, so this is what we call the 3x3, which is a 9-card spread that expands upon the first 3-card pull. And first things first, we have here the lady and the man. Who are these people? Keep in mind, these readings can be multidimensional, meaning they can address multiple storylines. That is why collective readings can resonate with multiple people individually. As for the lady, I know this can be multiple people. So I'm looking to the surrounding cards to give me clues as to who this is. I have to start with myself first to see what, if any, messages are for me specifically. Being beside the moon suggests an intuitive type like myself. The letter diagonally can also represent the channeling of messages by this intuitive lady, as I am doing here. And the bear can represent empowerment. She feels empowered to do so. And I thought, well, duh. That's the whole purpose of this YouTube channel. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Okay, so what else? And I heard the name of a female political candidate. I had to walk away and breathe, y'all. Spirit comes to play no games, good people. As much as I tried to find other storylines, Spirit said, no, ma'am. Trust what you are getting. So here goes. And before I go in, here is your reminder. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. I am neutral and I do not align with any particular political agendas. I'm simply reading the energies. Feel free to take what resonates and discard the rest. So I said, this is interesting. I don't even know if I should say these people's names on YouTube. I am so far out of my comfort zone right now, it's not even funny. So after I heard the political woman's name, I realized the lady on the card has brown skin. And with the bear underneath her, I also know this is a very powerful woman affiliated with high office. Y'all know who it is. Don't make me say her name. I obviously look to the man thinking this must be her counterpart in the race. The guy who wears the red hat. But that didn't resonate because the surrounding cards do not support that. So I continued to read the energies and realized that the gentleman card is speaking about an existing partnership. The country's current leadership duo. Keep in mind, we have not yet had an election. For the duration of the reading, I will just refer to the man and the lady as the powerful political woman and the powerful political man. Based on the positioning of the bear here between them, the woman is rising to power and the man is yielding power. As we know, the woman is potentially incoming because the man has already withdrawn from the running. So let's go to the middle card here, the letter. The letter is in the middle. That's a contract or an agreement or some type of paperwork, some legal documents or official announcement, perhaps. And it's carrying powerful authoritative energy. So this communication is a powerful one that is coming in to be discussed between parties with the owl here, the letter facing the owl. Let's go to this last column more fully here. Authority of divine feminine over divine masculine. In reality, the powerful political man has yielded his power to the powerful woman by way of endorsement. Him being below the bear and her being above the bear. It's the concept of power that brought them together in the first place. The perceived rise of this powerful political woman is seen by some as a manifestation of the return of the matriarchy and the divine feminine, signaling a cultural and spiritual shift toward greater female empowerment, leadership, and the embrace of traditionally feminine values like compassion, inclusivity, and collaboration as part of a larger global movement that seeks to restore balance in power dynamics and celebrate the sacred aspects of the feminine in leadership and governance. Now back to the powerful political woman who is running for high office. Diagonally, it looks like she will deliver a powerful message similar to what I'm doing right now through this video. The message is about an existing partnership or union, by this being on the bottom row. This is what we already know. It is a heartfelt message about the transition of a partner. If so, what kind of transition? Is her counterpart going to be physically stepping down? Or is he passing away? Alternatively, will she be addressing an affair between two people? Remember, the Lily card also brought up the affair for those of you who resonate with that. Also diagonally, the letter is between the mice and the gentleman. The gentleman is looking off to the right. He doesn't want to deal with or see the communication. Perhaps the communication is about him, his deterioration, or the deterioration of his connection with her. Is he physically incapable of continuing to serve? Perhaps he supports the woman in dealing with a transition of power. The woman is the one looking directly at the paperwork for the relationship. Let's go to the middle row. This is an official document with the bear beside it, or announcement that is being discussed in meetings between two parties. Are these political parties? In a political reading, owls could point to political conversations, media chatter, public opinion, or negotiations. The owls indicate gossip, conversations, phone calls. So, a contractual or legal matter of major significance is being discussed. Let's look at this middle column. A change or transition is being announced or officially acknowledged. And this announcement will shift how someone or something is perceived in terms of status and reputation. And the moon can represent promotion, reputation, and status. A spiritual message about a change or transition, perhaps of power from man to woman. This could again be about me delivering this message or spirit supporting me in what I'm sensing here. Thank you again, Spirit, for the support. Also, this column shows a reflection on some paperwork or communication regarding a transition, a relocation, or some movement of this man away from the partnership. With the moon card also representing promotion, acknowledgement, and status, perhaps the communication is about the elevation of the powerful political woman in the interim and how that might impact the transition of power in the country as a whole. So let's go to the first row and column. The first column. Usually the first column is what has already happened, though we or the general public may not be aware of it yet. Starting with the leadoff card, the mice. This is the nature of what is being discussed between parties or factions, or more widely across social media with these owls. Is the subject of the deterioration, the physical well-being of the powerful political man, or the health of the existing partnership between the powerful political man and woman? Has something about the relationship already changed with the stork card here? Well, we already know the man is not seeking re-election, but perhaps there is more to the change in these dynamics than meets the eye. Or is it that the actual discussions or communications between factions has broken down to the point of more formal actions needing to be taken? In other words, does she take over the high office sometime prior to the election for some reason? I don't think it's far-fetched, but enough to shock anyone emotionally invested in politics, for sure. Alternatively, on the affair timeline, could this also be gossip about someone's love life? If the 3-card pull is about the erosion of an affair causing a split, then the first column could be about the anxiety and nervousness building from the gossip. Just giving options here, since I know readings can tell more than one story. Some of you may resonate more with the alternative storyline, like I said. On the bottom row, a partnership has shifted because the powerful man has moved on. He's facing this way. Top row. Could be some type of emotional disturbance here with the mice and the moon that the woman is facing related to gossip about what is going on. Now, astrologically, the moon is on top, and we've just had the full moon in Aries. Aries is action-oriented, ambitious, takes initiative. The stork represents Aries as well, and it falls within the same column as the moon, which gives us confirmation. There is Aries full moon energy at play here. And Aries full moon brings bold, dynamic energy focused on action, independence, and new beginnings. This is a time for courageous, decisive action and personal empowerment. Uranus is on the Owl's card here. Expect the unexpected. On the letter, we have the third house of communication. On the bear, we have the first house of leadership. So the astrology is backing up the energies that we are gleaning from the reading. And then I also like to reflect on my own personal experience over the last few days while I've been pulling cards and meditating on the messages. And I slammed my finger twice and I stubbed my toe once over 2 days. So, I had to go into that and see what is that about. Well, fingers and toes are about details, and so is the mouse card, by the way. Digits that are often counted. So are these ballots with the letter here? Injury to fingers and toes can indicate one is overly concerned with details. Detailed paperwork, detailed discussions, detailed thoughts and analysis. Making a big deal out of the detail with the bear here. Makes me wonder if the lady thinks she could lose the election. Could there be an alternate path to high office for her? Like assuming office now? Like in an emergency and potentially temporary sense? Or are we in for another ballot recount scenario? In a combination with the mice, the letter, and the man, it could suggest anxiety or stress around a ballot or voting document related to a specific male figure, such as a candidate or public figure. This might indicate concerns about how the ballot process is even being handled, potential issues with voting, or the outcomes linked to this individual. Okay, let's think outside the box here. A shocking change of events with Uranus here could result in the canceling and postponement of the election while she serves until further notice. This could be a way to steal the election if the polls are showing that she can't beat the man in the red hat. The mice and the ballots could also be the stealing of an election with the male partner with his back turned or no longer living, perhaps playing the unsuspected role in the whole strategy. I pulled an oracle card on this, and I got card number 67, physical activity. There is really nothing in the reading about physical activity other than the stork, which is about movement and relocation. This movement is happening away from the partnership by this man with the stork facing him. So again, is the man undergoing some type of transformation or transition that leads to the woman's ascent to high office? Like the powerful man literally steps down, yielding power to the powerful political woman. 67 reduces to 13. 13 is about transformation. It can signify cycles of death and rebirth, symbolic of major life transitions or changes. In spiritual terms, seeing 13 can mean you're being called to embrace change, possibly a shift that leads to personal growth or a new chapter. Let's talk about the divine feminine just for a moment here, with her rise to power here. The divine feminine is a spiritual concept that emphasizes the sacredness of feminine qualities, including compassion, intuition, creativity, and emotional intelligence. It stands in contrast to the patriarchal, often masculine-centered leadership model that has dominated much of history. The powerful political woman, the brown lady, is the first woman of color in such a high office. And it represents a significant breakthrough in a traditionally male-dominated political landscape. For those who see her rise as a part of a broader spiritual shift, she embodies the empowerment of women and the rebalancing of power dynamics, a signal of the return of feminine principles, such as inclusivity, empathy, and collaborative leadership. In spiritual circles, the divine feminine is believed to be rising globally as a part of an awakening or healing process for humanity. I would like to leave the collective with some advice should these energies play out as external stimuli to potentially distract those who are paying attention. This is how we can cope. Grounding. Physical activity can help anchor spiritual energy into the physical realm, preventing you from becoming too unbalanced in the mental or emotional planes. Movement can help release stagnant energy or emotions, promoting clarity and alignment. Since the number 13 indicates transformation, this card may be guiding you to use physical movement to integrate the changes happening all around us, helping us to stay grounded. Spiritually, it may also be prompting us to take action on something we've been contemplating, as opposed to what is externally offered to us. Physical activity in this sense could symbolize taking steps to manifest or move forward on your specific path. So this is what I have for you, beloveds, and good luck to all of us as we navigate external stimuli while we continue to focus on what we want for ourselves. Thank you once again for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for new postings. Also, please leave a comment. Let me know how this resonates. And I'll be back with another one soon. Ashe.